Quiet. Engage.
Open your eyes. Hey, it's Amelia. Daydreaming again? You're always wandering off with your head in the clouds. Guess you haven't had much luck on your so-called supply run. We gotta find your grandfather's place before nightfall. Get your ass back down here and we'll get back on the water. Look, I understand you wanting to get in some sightseeing.
Keep an eye out. He's here somewhere. Huh? What was that?
There you are, kid. Oh, what took you so long? Figured you met someone at happy hour. Hurry, get back on board. Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Better late than never, I guess. Well, you've been off playing Chief Scout. I managed to give this old girl some love. She'd better get us to your grandfather's. Ugh, these Boston floodlands gave me the heebie-jeebies. All right, I think we're close, but let's double-check, kid. Here, take this. Play that last message from your grandfather, will you?
Asher, it's your grandfather, John. If you're listening to this, then no doubt, I'm long gone. But I've done my best to leave you everything I have. It's all in an apartment in Boston's North End. It's a bad bounce, but if you look for the old water tower, then head west, you'll find Picard Street. Should be a clean shot, right to the doorstep. Look for number 88, top floor. Keep your head on a swivel. This world is no picnic, but it may get a whole lot brighter if you can make it to my apartment in one piece.
All right, we gotta find that old water tower, then find that street. Picard, was it? Okay, keep your eyeballs peeled. Looks like the morning after a big shindig at the Waldorf. I hope you weren't expecting to meet your soulmate again. Ain't much left of scavengers. There it is. The water tower. All right, let's head west. Now that's a tight squeeze. Ooh. Wedding dress. Don't even get me started on that. Hey, there's a street sign. What does it say? Is that a tent? Damn. Didn't think we'd find company out here. Let's hope they're long gone and we can find your grandfathers and... Shit, Asher, ambush! They're here all right. Keep your head down and let me do the talking.
You dare to venture into these waters with that cursed beast you stand upon, choking our mother's earth with that foul smoke, poisoning our world like those that came before?
Come on, lady. Step off your soapbox. What kind of freak show? Look, I wish I had a better way to travel, but stuff is pretty limited around here, you know? Let us pass, please. I'll recycle more, promise. We mean you no harm.
Harm? The poison you spew would say otherwise. Those like you forfeited this world long ago. Forfeit now or meet your end. Release the beasts.
Rocks? Buckle up, kid. It looks like we're in for a real shitstorm. Damn. Great timing. The boat won't start. Hang on to your tidy whities, kid. I'll fix the boat. Cover me from those oversized handbags. We'll take too much of a beating from them and we're sunk. Here they come. See you later, alligator. We need an exit strategy. Here, take this crowbar and crack open that old emergency gate. Gotta be something in there we can use. Flare gun. Time to use it, I guess. What? Stay covered, and keep drumming those sideshows with those flares. I don't plan on checking out just yet. Yeesh! Nice shot! And an exit? There she is. Oh, you beauty. Hold on, we're not out of the woods yet. They'll be back. Every survivor this side of the Boston floodlands would have heard that. This building's on its last legs. Let's see. There, look! That gate! A way out? Asher, we need to get that gate open. Looks like it might be operated. See if you can get up there. Okay, be careful. Head on. Stay low. Quiet. That's it! Pull it all the way open while I head through. Sorry, kid. This is where we part ways. I'm gonna try to draw them off for your decoy. You'll need to get to your grandfather's apartment on foot. Be careful. I'll find you if I can. Remember, it is far easier to start something than it is to finish it. Finish it, Asher. Okay, just be careful. You need to head up and find a way to open that gate. Stay low. Keep quiet. That's it! Pull it all the way open while I head through. Sorry, kid. This is where we part ways. I'm gonna try to draw them off for your decoy. You'll need to get to your grandfather's apartment on foot. Be careful. I'll find you if I can. Remember, it is far easier to start something than it is to finish it. Finish it, Asher.
one's here. Spread out. Let's find them. Ah, must be those birds again.
That smoke-spewing rat is still sniffing around. We find him, we squash him. Hey, who's there? Wolfgang, is that you? Keep an eye out. He's here somewhere. Show yourself!
Security on. Use biometric hand scanner. Stage 1. Biometric hand identification was affirmative. Now initiating Stage 2. Iris recognition scanner. Stand by. Stage 2 denied. Iris scanner obstructed. Please remove obstruction. Stage 2 denied. Iris scanner obstructed. Please remove obstruction. Stage 2, iris recognition, active.
So close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow, I'll miss you. Paul McCartney, lead singer of the Stevedores.
What? Who is it? Stand and unfold yourself. Why is it so dark in here? Why can't I feel my damn protuberances? Am I... well, hello. This may come across a lick familiar, but try putting me on your wrist. Well, well, what do we have here? This is my temporal dashboard. I'm no ordinary fob watch or time trinket. I'm tracking all sorts. Where and when we are. Our objectives. Who you are. And well, I know it's a lot, but you'll catch on. Right. Now push that central button. The one with your face on it. For my next trick, I have the capability to give you an extra hand. Literally. Now, it seems my previous owner burdened me with a fairly substantial item. If you would be so kind as to remove it, please. Whew, that's a weight off. It certainly looks familiar, but we'll park it for now. Should you want me to carry anything for you, just hold an item above any free storage slot or my watch face and let it go. Go on. One last thing. Sorry. You can manipulate this here dashboard within the vertical spectrum by grabbing that bar at the bottom and moving it up and down. Wonderful. All right. Now, for me to become your pack mule, you'll need to upgrade my clockwork. Though exactly how eludes me. Unfortunately, my mind, like that box... Here's a novelty, Asher. A temporal shard. Picture a traveler, returning from a snowstorm. Upon arrival, he shakes the snow off. No, I don't believe it's a coaster. You don't even have a drink. But there might be something on that thing. Stranger things have happened. Dead like the drivel that it plays when it's working, huh? Looks like we might need more zing to... Ah, yes. The wondrous television. I suppose we can see if it's working. Now this could be handy. Great. That's, yes. Bullet ammunition. Mainly used in pistols, or semi-automatics. The workhorses of any armory. To make life simpler, Asher, because God knows you got enough on your plate, I can use my inner workings to create you any type of ammunition you require for the weapon you're holding at any one time. As long as your reserves for that ammo category are sufficient, of course. Let's seize the day, my friend. And by seize, I mean let's get this place electrified. Now that's a thing of beauty. Shame. Just needs a battery. Let's be the powers that be. Let's take control. There must be some kind of doohickey that will kickstart this old dwelling. Just tap and hold that button just below my face. Oh, this door could be all that separates us from illumination. You're a bright enough spark to open a door. As our friends across the Great Atlantic would say, this door has snuffed it. I could give her the kiss alive. That said, it'll cost me plenty in terms of my precious little energy. Tap and hold the button just below my face, will you? I'll show you a parlor trick. The sacrifices I make. Now, if you ever lost or stuck, just push that button and I'll do my best to offer you counsel. All right, if you could kindly place me back on your wrist. Would you look at that? This looks like the kind of thing we could jumpstart a small town with. Put Thor to shame. Looks like she's running on reserves. We need to boost this thing somehow. I take it these knickknacks are what's conducive to conduction. You won't find a better fit on Savile Row. You got a handle on this. This looks promising. Fits like a glove. If I was wearing a hat, I'd be tipping it to you right now. Well, this is certainly gonna help us. Well, you ain't just a pretty face then, huh? Nicely done. Looks like you've connected up this contraption. What an ordeal.
Power
I thought
online.
technology was
Base
supposed to
level
make
down
life
at
easy.
50%.
Not like you
Only
just
on
rode a
lines Tier
boat
1
through
for
Syria.
referees.
Bully for you, Asher. And thanking you, ma'am. Adieu. I have too grieved a heart to take a tedious leave. And away we go.
Well, kid, if you're watching this,
Well,
then you
this
made it.
is intriguing.
This
I
far,
can create
at
a new
least.
ammunition category with this
What
little
I'm about to
chestnut.
tell you might seem
Well, to
crazy,
be honest,
but
this is a strange
it's
type of
important that you
ammunition.
understand what's about to
I'm
happen
putting this in a
next.
class all of its own.
This
We
world
will
you
call
know,
it
battered
the
and
Motley
broken,
Crew.
is not the world that was intended. There are those
Stop
that believe
it.
humanity was always
It looks like
fated
some
to
kind of
destroy
childish
itself.
toy to me.
They'll tell you
Strange
this
symbols
future
on it,
will
though.
will
Look familiar?
always be inevitable. But this is a lie. You see, we perceive time and space around us as fixed, a clock steadily ticking ever forward. However, the lines between the past, present, and future are an illusion. Nothing but a thin veil behind which lies the path to many possibilities. I have left you everything you need to put things right. But be careful. Not all is what it seems. You must finish what I could not. Trust the watch. Find his counterpart.
The old fool. Always was one for dramatic exits. Careful now, kid. You follow down his path and, well, there's no coming back. House rules. Once the cards are cut, there will be no leaving the table. I'll be seeing you.
My word, that certainly got my attention. Who the hell was that second fella? A coot and a josser, I say. The cat to your grandfather's mouse. And I suppose we're now part of his palace comet. What is that? Oh, well. Someone went to great lengths to keep this treasure hidden. Huh. A battery. Might be important. Ah, yes. That'll be your grandfather, all right. One John L. Newman. Unfortunately, my memories of those days are hazy. It seems the older I get, the more clearly I recall things that never happened. Now, this looks important. Though, it's a little large to be my counterpart. But I'd hazard a guess that our fortunes are ingrained in this machine. Your grandfather certainly left this here for a reason. My counterpart? Well, at least a picture of it. Like a soldier at war. It looks like a mighty fine device. Question is, where is it? Intriguing. This contraption is some kind of encoding machine. Your grandfather clearly intended for us to utilize this thing. But we might have to circle back on this one. Black hole capacitors? Just what in the world was your grandfather cooking up? Seems linked to the device on that big desk there. do we have here? Used. That's 7 years bad luck, if you ask me. Wait a minute. Is there something lurking behind that glass? This thing could cut through steel. A mighty fine instrument, I must say. So, my counterpart, we need some answers. Perhaps check that secret desk for an item that might give us a clue. Interesting. I'm guessing this is important. I know you ain't the help, son, but could you clean that picture off? It might reveal to us something about this counterpart we're looking for. Talk about staring off into space. How is this gonna help us? Oh, bless my stars. What is the meaning of all these constellations? And there sure are a lot of them. Eureka! This looks intriguing.
Swipe code incorrect.
She's back. And still a real peach. But don't fret. Let's take a step back. Have you got the right patterns from that Starbeam device?
The code you have entered is incorrect.
Madam, if you had a few more cogs in that thing you call a head, you would just let us in.
Incorrect. Would you like to take a break?
Break? Why, yes. There is a particular type of break I'm after. Let's try again.
Swipe code incorrect. The code you have entered is incorrect. Incorrect. Would you like to take a break? Swipe code incorrect. The code you have entered is incorrect. Incorrect. Would you like to take a break? Swipe code incorrect. The code you have entered is incorrect. Incorrect. Would you like to take a break?
A water-based, rifle. Not what you'd want in a time of war. Unless you're fighting fire, of course. deluxe. A projectile-based cleaner dispenser. That picture frame. Could this help? Cosmonaut Alexei Leonov. A Russian? First man on the moon. And the date, it's circled. 1968. Well, that doesn't seem right. Hold on. Those Russian words. I think I can translate them. Congratulations to Mother Russia. First country to land on the moon. Wait. I know my memory's filled with cobwebs, but Russians were the first ones on the moon? Is that right? Huh. An old ventilation duct. No lack of fresh air in here, though. That drill ought to make quick work out of the vent. But, it seems like it's out of juice. See any bright yellow batteries lying around? I do love a good excursion. What? The god-damned Leviathan could be down there. I promise you, when this mess is over, I'll take you out on the water. A hook? I like putting my feet in the stream and wishing on a succulent salmon as much as the next fella. But you'll need a rod to put this to any use. Trust these things to still be kicking. Probably past time we straighten up around here, to be honest.